still?
Yes.
Will be here in 10 minutes.
Yes, his
I like
call will
that.
be on.
I mean, that makes it uncomfortable. What do I do?
Well, you can play this
Are
if
we
you
on?
want. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oops. This is what you were asking,
Right.
if you want to do that. I just put it to the part where he talks about faith, and then you,
You talk to my wife.
faith, and
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'll start the conference call.
Yeah, go ahead.
The recording has started.
Let me have that, babe. Thank you. Okay. Are they ready, babe?
Yeah, we're on.
Then.
Yes.
Are they ready? Okay. Ready. Let me take a nap first.
Take a drink of water.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Go. Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. It is the 23rd of October 2019, and I greet you and welcome you. We talk about the Iraqi dinar. It is the investment that we're involved in. And everything that we're going to do tonight, I just want to make sure that we understand each other. I'm not offering you a date. I'm not offering you a rate. What I'm offering you is an explanation of what I think is going on based on the articles, based on what the government of Iraq, the CBI, is not only saying but also doing. There are many things that we can talk about tonight. I'm sorry I'm late. Walking Stick and I were talking for about a good 45 minutes. And at 8 o'clock, we have Will that's going to come in. I told him I don't have the time to go to your conference call, just like we did last week. Last Wednesday, will come in at 8 o'clock and he's going to talk about a product, and then we'll get back to work. But before we go, because I only have like 8 minutes left with you, is this thing on, Jen? Are they posting at all?
Yeah, there's lots of people posting.
Mine busted. Look at that.
See that blue thing at the bottom?
Well,
Click
that's
that.
not fair. I didn't know. It didn't come with the instructions when I first opened it. So, how y'all been since we were together? Oh, now what?
Well, somebody said it's low. It's all the way up. Just checking.
How y'all been? I hope we've been doing good. The last time that we were together, I suggested that, in my opinion, what if the banks in Iraq were being seeded with lower denoms? Then I said that, in my opinion, they would be specific banks, not all the banks. I also said to you that, in my opinion, these banks have a written receipt that will allow them to receive lower denoms, in my opinion. When the caravan goes by, I told you I would come up with that. When the caravan goes by. Now, what caravan? The caravan that left the green zone. The caravan that left the green zone. So, what does that mean? It means that Allah came out on the, what was it? Oh man, I can't, 7th? I believe it was on the 7th of this month, and he came out on television, okay, and he told the citizens of Iraq, hi guys, I got lower denoms for you. We're still bringing out the purchasing power, still doing it. And the following day, on the 8th, is when they had the protesting, right? And then on the 9th, from the green zone, Allah comes out and he tells the Iraqi citizens, I haven't, lower denoms were coming. Then the protest, and then on the next day, he shows up in the green zone again. Again, he goes to the green zone. And live on television, you saw the article. About 3 days later or 4 days later, there's those trucks. We even showed you more pictures of the armored trucks with the people that were protecting these trucks. Yeah. And it was a lock in the green zone, and he said, you see these trucks, citizens of Iraq, they're loaded with funds, money. He didn't say gold. We looked into it. You can scratch that off. It's loaded with funds. Then when the article came out, it's loaded with money. It's loaded with money. And what did he say? They're leaving the green zone, loaded with money, 12 trucks, to an unknown destination. Right? Yeah. In my opinion, I told you where it went. It went from first base to second base to third base to the right base for further protection, because they had to, in my opinion, they had to move them out of the green zone in case the demonstrations spilled into the green zone. And then I told you the following week, which was last week, that in my opinion, what if these trucks were distributing the lower denominations? What if? And what if all the banks, did you hear that? Because you see, that's an update. That's why there's white too. All the banks in Iraq received a written memo, in my opinion. A written receipt, in my opinion. Well, ding dong. Ooh, hello? It's the caravan. Oh, hi, caravan. How you doing? We're fine. Listen here. Did you get it? Did you get it in the mail? Yeah, I got it. Let me see it. There you go. Okay. Alrighty. Just sign here. Load them up. Now, Here's your schedule. Follow it to the letter. Okay? And if there's any changes in it, we'll let you know. Based on what happens after the 25th. Why would somebody ask me a question? Frank, what's your opinion of what is to happen with the demonstrations on Friday? Can this push the RI? Why would they ask a question when I'm lecturing?
Come back in 20 minutes.
No, God bless him. He's asking a good question. His name is Arms. But maybe he's a newbie. Brother, Arms, sit back, relax, because this is a long pony ride. And I will get to my point, but right now, we're going to be receiving a phone call very soon from Will. You all know Will. And he wants to talk about, the product that we represent. And once he's done, yeah, we got things to talk about. So until he gets here, I'm building the foundation for tonight's call. Okay? Alrighty. Let's pick up where we left off. So in my opinion, I told you last week that this caravan went around picking up written receipts so that they could leave lower denoms, in my opinion, at specific banks in Iraq. Please make note that I told you that, in my opinion, all the banks in Iraq, all of them, private banks and government banks, all of them received the written receipt. Go ahead. All of them received the written receipt. So the caravan is going about its business. I'm going to pick up at that point with you when we are done with Will. Greetings, Will. How are you?
I'm doing just fine, Frank. How are you this evening, brother?
Excellent. I tell you what, Tink, go give me the speakers because we do have background noise. And
I'm getting ready to turn that off.
okie dokie. Ladies and gentlemen, Will is going to talk to you, and then when
Muted.
he's
Has started.
Will is going to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen. Then when he's done, we'll continue with our study. In fact, Will may even ask me some questions here while we're doing this.
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
So for right now, hold on, brother. Let me connect the speaker. You're connected. Okay, Will, say something. Hey, Will. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Go ahead, sir. We got you hooked up now.
Excellent. Welcome to the Wednesday evening conference call with Frank 26 and William Lambert. We are here this evening to give you options concerning your health. We're not here basically to sell you anything. We're just here to give you some options and some information so you can make an educated decision about your health and the future of it. Okay? I got a 4-year-old in the background, so if you hear some racket, that's probably him. Anyway, we're here tonight. We're going to talk about 3 or 4 different things. We're going to talk about antioxidants. We're going to talk about free radicals. We're going to talk about oxidative stress. Free radicals is a great place to start. What are free radicals? Free radicals are molecules in your body that are naturally occurring. Every time you process food, you create free radicals in your body. Now, are they good? Are they bad? Or what? What's up with free radicals? What's the deal? Free radicals are created, like I said, when you metabolize food. However, they can be sort of bad because they're only created with one electron in their molecular structure. And they like to have 2. They like to have 2 electrons. And so they're insatiable in their search for those electrons. So what they'll do is they'll go about the body stealing them anywhere they can find them. And the best place to find electrons in the human body is in the cell, your healthy cell. Well, okay, what's the big deal about that? Well, what's your body made of? What are your eyes made of? Your heart, your liver, your stomach, your lungs. They're all made of cells, right? Well, when these electrons are stolen from those cells, it damages them. So, how many are we talking about? I mean, how many cells are we talking about? How many free radicals are we talking about? Every day of the week, your body produces 3.9 quadrillion free radicals, and you only have between 40 and 50 trillion cells in your body. Okay? So if free radicals are attacking and taking those electrons from your cells and damaging your cells, what's that doing to your organs? What's that doing to your muscle mass? What's that doing to your skin? Are you aging? Is it causing illness? Could it? Yes,
Just that
it
it's
can.
time since you hooked
As
it
a
up.
matter of fact, when your body's ability reaches a point of where free radicals anymore, that's called oxidative stress. Oxidative stress has been linked to over 250 diseases as a direct cause. So, what do you do about it? Well, when you're younger, your body's producing 4 youth enzymes: superoxide dismutase, oxygenase, catalase, and glutathione.
I said good.
When you reach skeletal maturity, those 4 youth enzymes shut off. And those 4 youth enzymes are responsible for creating what we call antioxidants. So your body produces antioxidants that donate electrons to these
I
free
said it's
radicals
worse now.
in order to neutralize them. So when you reach skeletal maturity, those 4 youth enzymes sort of shut down. Remember switch, so they sort of disappear. And over time, you're not producing them anymore. So what are we going to do? How are we going to battle them? Well, you could go down to your local health food store or drug store, buy yourself some antioxidants if you'd like. Well, that's not going to do a lot of good because that's a foreign substance you're introducing into your body, and your body will reject about 70% of that. So 30% is going to be your effectiveness of that product. Okay? Well, I eat antioxidant-rich foods. How about that? You'd have to eat about 11 pounds of blueberries every day in order to fight that many free radicals. And that's really not going to do a lot of good because you remember I told you in the beginning that when you metabolize food, it creates free radicals, so you're sort of shooting yourself in the foot on that one too. So what are we going to do? Frank and I discovered about 1.5 years ago a product that prompts the body to act as if it were back in your teens. It prompts the body to produce those youth enzymes again. And when those youth enzymes start producing, your body starts producing millions of antioxidants every single second of the day. So it is now it's now producing the antioxidants to neutralize those free radicals that are attacking your body. And listen to this.
Some
Nobody's
say it is,
immune.
Some say it's not.
All of us have free radicals. All of us. If you're in air on planet Earth, you have free radical damage and oxidative stress. There's just no way around it. So, what are we talking about here? We're talking about a product that prompts your body to act like you were back in your teens. It doesn't matter your age or your health condition. It really doesn't matter. So how do we know these things are occurring? Well, there's been a lot of clinical research and there's been a lot of testimonials posted all over the internet from our customers telling us how this product has affected their lives. And I'm going to read you some of the clinical research conclusions of some of these research facilities that have worked with us worked with the product. They didn't work with us as a company. But here we go. University in Texas in 2010 concluded a clinical research study on our product, and they said that it is the guardian of health span and the gatekeeper of species longevity. It's talking about NRF2. It protects against many age-related diseases, including cancer and neurodegeneration. Wow. Louisiana State University in 2009 concluded a study, and they said the induction of antioxidant enzymes by this product may serve as a practical and potent approach to cancer prevention. Virginia Union Medical Research Facility in 2011 said, interestingly, this product is a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, and it was the most potent inducer and therefore may be the most well-suited as a therapeutic strategy for multiple sclerosis. Now, I'm quoting from these studies that these are their conclusions, okay? These are not my words. Now, I'm going to read you two more real quick, and then I got some questions for Frank tonight. Washington State University in 2015 said that NRF2 is likely to be the most important health-promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's pretty strong, if you ask me. Now, here's another. This is the last one I'm going to read to you guys, and I think it's probably the most powerful because this is something that we've all been looking for since Ponce de Leon crossed the ocean looking for the fountain of youth, for goodness sakes. The National Institutes of Aging, which is part of the Department of Health in the United States government, they concluded a 10-year study of our product along with many others because they wanted to know if there were anything out there on the market that would increase lifespan in mammals. And here's their conclusion. This product is the only nutritional supplement tested that has ever been proven to increase the median survival in mammals, thus delaying the aging process. It has the potential to extend lifespan by 7% and delay disease and dysfunction. Now, if that's not strong enough information for you, I don't know what is. Because, I mean, that's what everyone's looking for is let live long, okay? And we're not talking about time in a wheelchair. We're not talking about time in a nursing home. We're talking about good, healthy years.
Karen.
And hang on just one second here. I got some activity here. Okay, that's not. All right, guys. But anyway, that is our products. That is one of our products. We have three, actually. We have more than that, actually. I want to ask Frank something. Frank,
Let me see.
turn around and let me look at the back of your head. I can actually see you now.
The back of my head?
Yeah. I want to see the back of your head.
You have to understand that it was the whole back of my head. Now it's like about, it's about that big around.
I'm on a time delay over here. You gonna show it to me or what?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
hearing
showing.
words.
I'm
Look at that. Oh man, it is coming in here.
Yeah.
Big time, big time. Look at all that long stuff.
Big time, to the point where in the front, it's actually filling in. It used to be going back on the sides, but now I got all these hairs that are coming in. They're gray, but they're coming in.
Well, that just means you're wiser.
Oh, is that what it means?
That's what it means, yeah.
Oh,
And we're
okay.
closer to our blessing. That's what it means.
Now we got to convince everybody else of that.
But anyway, listen, Frank. Let me ask you a question now. We have this NRF2 product I was talking about, and all of our products are basically infused with NRF2. Now, are you taking the NRF2 right now?
Yeah, I take all.
I mean the tablet. You're taking the tablet?
Yes, I take all three of them.
Okay, so you're taking the whole Tri-Synergizer package, right?
Yep.
Okay, now, what are you using on your head? Because I know you ain't rubbing them pills on your head.
Well, looky here. I want to show you a picture if I can get it close to the camera here. This is last summer, and you can see all my pictures. Livestream has the archive of all the videos that I've done in the last.
That's a pretty high. That's a pretty high hairline there, buddy.
Well, look how flat the hair is too, and very, very thin. Flat. In fact, look.
Yeah.
In fact, look at my skin. So, anyways, to make a long story short, I grew about an inch because my hair got thicker, and now it's standing up, and it just I don't know how to explain it except that it's like I'm reliving. Yeah, it's like I'm reliving my youth is what it boils down to.
Amen.
Yeah, because you can even see the hair. Look how high that was there.
I know, right?
I'm not lying, man. This stuff is interesting. It's a shampoo and a serum that this company also makes.
And listen, here's the thing, folks. If you want information on any of this stuff, oh yeah, huge difference. Quit scaring us, Frank. Come on. I'm just messing.
Here's me and my grandson. Look at, he had more hair than I did.
Oh yeah, I like his dude too.
That's me and him looking into the future together. Love you. But anyways, yeah, I really, really am impressed with this stuff.
Listen, I've had fun here tonight, but I don't want to hold the family up.
Yeah, we got to get to work.
Information. So here's the thing. You guys, I want to give away some free products, Frank, so hang on.
Yes, sir.
Folks, if you'd like some more information about this product or any other products or anything Frank and I are talking about, here's my telephone number. You can call or text me, or I'm going to give you my email as well. So write this down because in just a minute, I'm going to give away some free product, and you're going to need my phone number, okay? You're going to need it. Just promise. All right, my phone number is 910-690-6008. That's 910-690-6008. Now, you can call or text. Just say, I'm with Frank, and give me your email address, and I'll send over the email to you. I'm not gonna spam you or anything like that. We're not in the business of doing that. We just want to send you the information and let you learn more about this. I'll send you the clinical studies. I'll send you Frank's website. I'll send you some testimonials, including the ABC News report that they did on us. And it'll all be in the email. You can make a great decision based on facts. Now, here's what we're going to do. On the email, if you don't do text or phone calls, you can email me at clquik12@gmail.com and just ask me for the information. I'll send it over to you real quick. Now, here's how we're going to give away the free product tonight, Frank. You ready?
Yes, sir.
The first one that texts my telephone this evening and says, I'm with Frank, and gives me your email address, you're going to win the free product this evening. You're going to win all three of them. The NRF 1, 2, and the NAD. So the very first one that texts over that says, I'm with Frank, and gives me your email address, you win the free product. Frank, I'm done, baby.
Like they say in Chinese, muchos thank yous for coming down and talking to us about the product that we...
No problem, brother. I always enjoy it. I love y'all to death.
Love you too.
Let me know if I can help you guys. You are the reason I was here. Honest to goodness.
Thank you, my friend. I love you.
God bless y'all.
Talk to you soon, Will. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being patient there. Let's continue to talk. And what did I just do? This was disconnected. That's okay, right?
Yes.
Disconnect this. Disconnect this.
No.
No.
You need to charge.
Okay.
Get rid of it.
Is that one guy on this?
Yeah, I had it there. I'll bring it back up for you.
Is it in?
I don't know. I have to find it now. I had it on your phone.
Is it in messages?
No.
Voicemails?
No.
No. Just get rid of everybody. Grand Central Station family, hang in there. But you find it. If you find it, let me know. In the meantime, let's get back to work, family. Oh, Lord, it's already going on 8:30, and I haven't even started, dear God. So I told you that I believe that the trucks left, the 12 trucks left the green zone, and I believe that they headed outward. But tell you what, I'm just going to talk. You have to listen. Here goes. In my opinion, when the trucks left the green zone area, they left lower denoms that, in my opinion, they were carrying in these trucks in the banks of the green zone. If you know the banks of the green zone where they were left, then you can conclude what their priority was when they left the green zone with 12 trucks, in my opinion, loaded with lower denoms. Last week I told you that this caravan was going to a place of security because of the riots. The riots could have spilled into the green zone. You don't want to kill Iraqis that are out of control with emotion and anger towards their government. Move them. Move them. In my opinion, that would be the logical thing to do. So, moved. Allah comes on TV and he says to the citizens, it's okay. I told you a couple of days ago, I haven't forgotten the lower denoms, it's okay. Everything that we've been teaching you on the electronic, billboards and in our meetings with the CBI when we invited you citizens, it's all okay. I'm bringing out the lower denoms. Never forgotten you. But they were concerned about the riots, so in my opinion, they would move them to another secure location. Now, once the riots were over, and they've been over for more than 7-11, then that means that let's move them. So, in my opinion, banks got from the mother, the CBI, memos. Well, actually, written receipts. What's this? It's a receipt. Well, I didn't get anything. Well, it's written, and you're going to present it in order to get something. I got it. Thank you. So the caravan goes by. Ding dong. Hello. You got the written receipt? Yeah, we do. Let me see. Okay. Okay, load them up. Sign here. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, one more thing. Here's a schedule. Here's a schedule. Make sure you follow it to the letter, okay, concerning these lower denoms. What if that was the case, family? What if that was what happened? Okay. So now we're at the point where I'd like to pick up where I left off with my what if. Before I do, there is something that I am concerned about. So give me like 3 to 5 minutes. I need to do this. I'm sorry. We are KTFA, Keep the Faith Always. We are a Christian-based organization. If anybody wants to know what our mission statement is, instead of guessing and insulting someone, they can come to our form and read it. It's right there plastered in the front page. If somebody wants to know what our beliefs are, spiritually, it's right there. I had a man call me, and he questioned me in a nice manner, and I talked to hundreds of people, as God is my witness. I talked to hundreds of people. every day. So it turns out that this one gentleman calls me and he says, "Hey, Frank." "Yes, sir." "Oh, you do really good." "Well, thank you, sir. What's your opinion about this?" I told him. "And so you say you're a Christian?" "Yes, I'm a Christian, without a doubt." "Are you?" "Yes, I'm a Christian." "Well, good to know you, brother in Christ. What's your name?" And it went in one ear and out the other, to be honest with you. Because the next call, it's a different name. And he asked me a key question. He says, "Frank, do you hear the voice of God?" "I mean, you mean the way I hear your voice right now?" "Yes, Frank." "No." "I wish I did. But no. Maybe it's just not my turn, or it's just not my role. But I believe that there are many people that can hear the voice of God, yeah. I have not. I envy you if you have. "Oh, yes, I have, Frank. I have heard God's voice many times." "Really? Do you think he would divvy it up, and spread it with everybody? Really? You've heard it a lot, all the time, Frank." "Okay." "And you say you don't hear his voice?" "No, I don't hear his voice, but I go to prayer in order to feel his voice by the Holy Spirit, if that's what you're asking me." "No, that's not what I'm asking you." Okay. All right, one more question for you, Frank. Oh my God, listen, I got to go to the next call. Just one more. "Yes, what is it?" "Do you believe in prophets, Frank?" Now you may say to yourself, "Why are you wasting our time, Frank, with this?" Because it's my YouTube. "Frank, do you believe in prophets?" Prophets? I believe that prophets in the Old Testament mainly were very instrumental. That's how God talked to us, his children. And but now, because of the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross, the ultimate sacrifice, I don't need a prophet. I go to God in prayer if I need to talk to him or hear from him. Although God does tell me that in the latter days, the New Testament here, there will be prophets. Yeah. So do I believe in prophets? I believe in them in this manner. God tells me that the prophets of today, I am to listen, but also I am to trust no man. And I am to use the Holy Spirit to discern whether or not that man is deceiving me by claiming that he's a prophet. So do I believe in prophets? I respect the living daylights out of them. Because God still uses prophets, but in a completely different way. We had a prophet by the name of Kim Clement that came to our show, and he told me, "Frank, this is what I think the Holy Spirit is telling me." And I told him, "Thank you," because it's the same thing the Holy Spirit is telling me. Now, Kim says that he could hear God's voice. I wish I could, but I don't. My sister heard God's voice about 5 minutes before my mother took a gun and committed suicide because she was on Oxycontin. And she was on a treadmill. She was on a treadmill at the gym. And she says, "Frank," she calls me Frankie. She says, "Frankie, I heard God. I think it was God. I heard a voice and it said, 'Call your father.'" I mean, I'm like, "What?" And I didn't. I stayed on the bike. And Frankie, in about 30 seconds later, again, as I'm hearing your voice, Frank, said, "Call your father." I got off the bike scared and I called him. You see what happened? It was at that moment my mother had taken a gun. She was on Oxycontin. She had lost her mind. And she took a gun and aimed it at my father, but my sister told my dad, Dad, I don't know what it is, but I'm supposed to call you. And he says, oh my God, your mom's got a gun. And my sister says, run. And he did. And as she shot, she missed him. But then she looked at my dad and said, I love you, but I got to kill myself. And she took the gun and she shot herself as my sister listened on the phone. Do I believe in prophets? Do I hear God's voice? No. No. I wish I did. Maybe I'm not worthy. But this is why I bring this up. I want you to listen to this.
This was important to share, though, because when you guys see faith come into alignment, you should strongly consider listening to it, because that paints a huge picture for you. This whole video is my opinion and should not be used for financial guys. Okay, guys? I am going to give dates in this because that's what's important in this. Faith has brought
But you had it
I
right.
did. I don't know why it went wrong.
alignment
It's just a little past that.
some of the strongest Christians in the Dinar community together. Okay, so you have to hear dates. Okay, so if you don't want to hear dates, you may not want to listen to this video. But again, this is all based on faith. Okay, as you guys know, myself and Foot Forward 26 or Foot Forward whatever, we're the only two Christians in this that have received and shared prophetic words with you guys.
The
And
only
when I say
Christian.
received prophetic words, I'm not talking heard a Kim Clement prophetic word and shared it. I'm talking we individually or personally received a prophetic word and shared it with you guys. Things that we're personally sensing in faith from God. Okay? Now, for example, there might be a few other gurus in this that actually kind of present information based on a faith perspective. Okay? Like, for example, Frank 26 claims to be a Christian, but you look at his narcissist behavior, okay?
Narcissist?
And here's the thing. Frank 26 has actually already admitted that he does not believe in prophets.
Liar.
Prophecy. Reason why.
Liar.
And I know this for a fact, guys, because he's actually told me personally.
And you lie.
He's never heard from God.
Right.
That's why he doesn't believe in prophecy or prophecy.
Liar.
He's never heard from God. Now, here's the thing with that. If you're not hearing from God, that's because you don't have a strong relationship with God. Okay? So, with that said, again, this is a faith alignment.
Anyways, I wanted to bring this up because we are KTFA. I'm not what this idiot, I don't even know who this man is. God forgive me, by the way. Sir, you got it wrong. And if you got it right, then you twisted it. And I find that very insulting. After you called me and you asked me these questions, you should have told me who the hell you were. Besides, I answered them truthfully. And I even explained to my listening audience everything that I just explained to them. And then you pulled this garbage. I am a man of faith. I believe in Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. I believe in God. I believe in the Holy Spirit, in the Trinity. I believe in the Holy Bible, in the Gospel. I live by the New Testament, and I'm guided by the Old Testament. But I'm not some dogmatic, scandalous jerk that goes around accusing people falsely, especially after... Wait a minute, is your name Adam Schiff by any chance? Guess what, family? I'm fired up. You want to study? So, I have told you my opinion about the lower denoms. Now, guess what happened? Let me ask you something. When did I tell you that the lower denoms, in my opinion, would be at the banks? Posted. Is that his name, Jeff?
That's what they said.
But of course his name is Jeff. There's a Jeff in my life that I would love to be left alone in one room with. August the 2nd. Who is that? Miss Laura Baldwin. No, not August the 2nd. Come on. There it is. Who did that? Carl Susanna, it looks like October the 14th. You were the first one to put it up there. Luis Fuentes also put it up there. Bob Carlin put it up there. One Dinar Hope, and it goes on and on. Yes, on the 14th. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that on the 14th, the banks are going to receive lower dinars, in my opinion. Let's see what happens. On the 14th, I came out and I said, hey, give me some time. Let's see what happens. 3 days later, I come out and say, you know what? Not all of them got them. They got written receipts. And here I am still now talking to you after last Monday's call, explaining to you that from the green zone, these trucks left, in my opinion, with lower dinars. Now hold the phone right there, because that's where I'm going to pick up with our study. But before I do, look, how can you explain something that is obvious? If I say to you 1 + 1 is 2, yeah, that's obvious. Now, how do you explain that you got 2 from 1 and 1? Well, that can be a little bit more difficult, huh? But it's so obvious that Iraq is international. Do we all agree with that? I don't even have to say in my opinion anymore. Iraq is international. Iraq is international. Then that means they're Article 8. Yes, they are. All right, I'll tell you what. Oh, here's another one. What's this? Uh-oh, I took that out. I shouldn't have taken that as even. Well, here's another guru that somebody called me and said, hey, Frank, the Swift code. What about the Swift code? That was years ago. What about it? Oh, my goodness, look, that's what we needed. Guru Bozo here is telling us that because they have the Swift code, this is it. Is that right, Frank? Is that right that they do it because they have the Swift code set up? No, but I'm glad you brought the subject up. You know what that really was? No, what was it? Apparently the guru didn't know. No, I guess not. It had to deal with Citibank. You see, Citibank of New York is announcing to the world, mainly to Iraqi citizens, that you can now wire transfer from the Bank of Baghdad to anywhere. Anywhere. And we, Citibank in the United States, we are the bridge to help you wire into the United States. Yeah, sounds good, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember when I was asked on December the 1st of 2008, Frank, would you lead us on a form? And what did I say? No. You crazy? I work at a restaurant with my family. No. Could you please lead us in the study of the Iraqi dinar? Because we noticed you for those 30 days that you were at that other site. I don't have a form. We can get one for you. Fine. So they got one for me. Hi, my name is Frank. I'm going to be called Frank 26. Nice to meet you. Okay, Frank, can we ask a question? Yeah. What do you want to teach us? What do you want to tell us? Really? That's how it works? Yeah. Tell us, teach us. Well, I don't know no date. I don't know no rate, but I'll tell you this. Let me see. Today is December the 1st, 2008. On December the 21st at noon, Chase Manhattan, JP Morgan, they will stop selling the Iraqi dinar. And everybody's like, oh no. This is the bozo we got to lead us? Are you really, Frank? Frank, I've been buying from Chase for years. Why would you tell us they're going to stop selling the dinar? Well, then it's I guess it's appropriate that I teach you your second thing with me. You see, there are 4 major banks that are, in my opinion, knowledgeable of what is going to happen with the Iraqi dinar, a redenomination, revaluation, and reinstatement. Now, the first one in the chain of command is the Bank of America, the BOA. Well, that's the piggy bank of the United States of America. Yeah, and what they're going to do is they're going to wholesale the Iraqi dinar from the U.S. Treasury. To who? To Chase Manhattan, JP Morgan, and they're going to retail it to you individuals. They only thought it would be for a specific amount of time, but it looks like it's going past it. So with that in mind, I'd like to tell you that on December the 21st at noon, they will stop. Because then the next bank, the third bank of the four in sequence, will kick in. And they will be part of the exchange of the Iraqi dinar. And in my opinion, that's Wells Fargo. You know, Wells Fargo. Really? Yeah. What's the last bank? The last bank of this sequence is Citibank. And by the way, all you old timers, I know you're falling asleep. Frank, this is old, man. You told us this like a bazillion times already. Yeah, but we got to be patient because we got a bazillion newbies that are packing their bags and they're moving. They're moving to KTFA. I said, okay, all right. So let's be patient and teach them about the four banks, because what happened yesterday and today? Well, the Citibank. What about Citibank? You can pick up the phone and you can call them and you can ask them. What? Doodlebug did. Our Doodlebug? Yeah. What'd she do? Watch this. Watch this. A ring a ding ding. A ring a ding ding. Hello? Hi, is this Citibank? Yes, it is. Can we help you? If I wanted to wire to Iraq or send money, transfer, or even exchange the dinar, would Citibank be able to do this for me right now? Yeah. No. Yeah, we can send it from Citibank in the U.S. to Nagadad. Yeah, to Nagdad, Bank of Iraq. Ooh. So we can wire in and out of Iraq. Isn't that international? Yeah. Isn't that Article 8? Yeah. Okay. and this other guru that's going around telling, oh, I'm sorry, I'm making noise on the microphone. Hello, is this thing on? Oh, you want to do that too? So this other guru that's going around saying, it's a Swift code. They did it. No, the Swift code is to allow banks in the United States, mainly quarterbacked by Citibank, to send money in and out of Iraq. That's international. That's Article 8. Yeah, I know. So go tell the guru that he almost got it right. That's amazing. That is amazing. Nope, can't talk about this just yet. We're going to talk about everything tonight because I'm going to take off Thursday. So I want to talk to you about everything I can for tonight. Hang in there with me here. It'll be worth it when we're all done, I promise you. Okay, in fact, you know what? Let's stay on this theme. Internationalism, or whatever you want to call it. Post number 177 on our forum, ktfalways.com. If you're not a member of it, you should be. Now, turns out, and by the way, did you notice, who was that? You guys that posted the 14th, Frank, the 14th. Okay, what's today? The 20 what? Third? So how many days is that? 9? Yeah, 9 days. Did you see that yesterday and today every guru on the internet is saying, lower denums, I guarantee you, they're there. We got our teams, we got them. One guy, this was a good one that was called in. I couldn't believe it. It's 3 initials. I've heard good things about these people. So I don't know if I should be, but it was three initials. It was it's a radio whatever a show they did, and some guy goes on there and he says, yeah, my daughter helped to deliver the lower denums to the banks in Iraq. Yeah, she saw it. It's a guarantee. They're what?
What?
What? You can't do that, sir. you, dude, that's your daughter. You should say, in my opinion, I had a dream that my daughter. You can't expose your daughter that way. That's what else did it say? Oh, now the funny thing about it is that today and yesterday, everybody is saying, "Oh, I got people, this team of my CBI SARS saw me, and I was the truck driver of number 11." Okay. And here my daughter helped to deliver these to the banks, the lower denoms. She works in security. Well, no more. My goodness. That was on 9, almost 10 days ago. What y'all now catching up for? And that's the way they're exaggerating, in my opinion. Be careful what you hear out there. When we said this, what did they say? He's crazy. I don't care if it's in his opinion. I don't care if it's a what if. He's crazy. This ain't never gonna happen. Anyways, be careful. Let's stay on the theme. What was it? Internationalism. Is that a word? Oh. Internationalism and Article 8. Post number 177. How are we doing, Tink? Are they happy?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, almost 2,000. You get to 2,500 and I'll tell... Huh? I'm sorry, the speaker went out. What'd you say? I don't know. Post number 177. Ship ahoy! What? From now on, we got these ships. What about these ships? Well, we got ships in Iraq. No, you don't. Yeah, we do. We got ships. They go into international waters. In fact, we had one go from Canada to the Los Angeles port. Yep. You did not. Yeah, we did. We took a lot of cargo with us. Yep, we took a lot of stuff. It took about 50 days just to go, this way, that way, and then around, and then towards LA, and there we were. The first international ship. In fact, let me see if I got this. Nope, that ain't it either. Golly, where is it? The guy talked to you about the T-walls. Nope, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. No, that ain't it. It's somewhere buried in here, but the name of the ships and the name of the port, I don't know. I don't care.
I think somebody posted it in here.
Did you guys already post it? Thank you, kind of. That's sweet of y'all.
Somebody.
Let's see. Yep, looks. I don't have. Man, it's when we're done. I'll find the notes. But these are my notes right now.
This says, first international ship today into the ports of California called the Hunchback.
The Hunchback. Isn't that a cool name? You know why? Because all of the cargo is piled up in the middle for the center of balance on that ship, because it's not really the best of the ships, but it's international waters, international ship, and it's Article 8. And here's another cool thing. Isn't it interesting how Los Angeles was actually waiting there, was actually sitting there, was actually expecting this cargo of international supplies from Iraq to arrive. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's wonderful. That's fantastic. International, without a doubt.
They said it's called Chips Ahoy. It's bringing cookies for Frank.
Chips Ahoy! There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Can we find another? What's this? Oh, Citibank. There it is. Citibank was one of the four banks that we gave you. Make sure you tell them that it was Doodlebug that called Citibank, and Doodlebug said, "Hello."
It's my birthday.
Ring a ding a dingy. I'm ring a ding a dingy. Good job, Doodlebug. She says, let's call Citibank to help verify what Frank said to us a gazillion years ago. T-walls. What if the T-walls were put back up? They were brought down about a week before the protesting. Then the protesting got out of hand. And so they moved, in my opinion, the lower denums quickly. Move! Okay. To another base, maybe, in my opinion. Yeah, secure. Yeah, away from where they could attack. Why? Well, because there was intel that maybe they were going to attack the banks. No, the citizens are well educated about what the banks are doing. The citizens are well educated about what the banks are doing. They're not going to attack no banks, and they didn't. But in the green zone area, the T-walls have been put back up. 1,000 troops have come from Syria into Iraq around the borders areas. Rumors going around saying Iraq doesn't want the American soldiers in there. Really? Who started that? Iran. Unbelievable, Iran. You just will never learn, will you? Lies, deceitfulness, trickery, dishonesty. This is the smell of the air that you breathe. So the T-walls are being put up now on the 25th. Looky here. The governor of the central bank, on the 14th, 9 days ago, he told them. The citizens didn't attack any of the banks, did they? Ooh, where's that light bulb? The citizens didn't attack. It's okay, baby. It's okay. They didn't attack the banks, did they? They should have. No, of course not. So we wait on the 25th. Yeah. Well, why? We want to see. We want to see the level of cooperation. You mean the level of violence? Well, that's the reciprocal of it, yeah. It's the same thing. Whether I see the level of violence or whether I see the level of cooperation, it's what I want to see either way. And I pray to God that it's at the level of limited violence. Limited violence. Because the Central Bank of Iraq, the Fab Four, the President of the United States of America. Hey, have you noticed that everyone's saying now Trump is getting involved in Iraq? Owen News is also saying Trump is going to consider going to Iraq. Anyways, the governor told the citizens protested. They didn't touch the banks, but they sure tried to touch the government. But Iran killed them. Now, they're going to do it again on the 25th. And Sadr comes out and he says, Sadr comes out and he says, let me lead you. No, you're the one that put in Mahdi. So, no, go away. Then, another thing happens. Do Do you remember I told you that in my opinion, the governors, or excuse me, the ministers of the Central Bank of Iraq are scared right now. the governors of the Central Bank of Iraq, every one of them is scared right now. I mean, it doesn't matter. What was that? It was a car backfiring, sir. Okay. Today in Parliament, and then by the way, they closed the doors. They got Adam Schiff in there too. Hey, close the doors. It's a private session. You knucklehead. That's illegal, by the way. Wait till I talk about you, Adam. You knucklehead. Unbelievable. So today, in the government of Iraq, 114 of the deputy ministers out there came out and they said, there should be a protest, not in the streets, but inside of Parliament. Yeah, here, jolly good, here. Shut up. Why? Well, there should be a protest inside of Parliament against the results of the investigation of the events. I told you they were scared. So 114 deputy ministers, they all come out and say, we ain't got nothing to do with this. No, citizens, y'all be cool. Don't hurt us. But I tell you who you can hurt, them. Go after them. We told you that the ministers were scared. Yeah. Post number 100 that was post number 158. 158. But post number 176, we have to admit mistakes. And it is shameful to shirk responsibility. Yeah. You guys are all scared, aren't you? Ain't none of this gonna matter to the citizens. They're still coming out on the 25th. Sauter, you want to come? You go ahead and come. They ain't got nothing to do with you. The citizens are going to test the government. You see, here's the bad thing about it. The citizens came out and they said, looky here. You see this? These are my demands. I think it was like about 14, 15 of them. And in there was a monetary, currency, purchasing power demand. When these idiots came out and they said, the government, when Mahdi came out and he says, look, third package, 15 points. There you go. Let me see. Where's the currency reform? Where's my part of the oil rights? Where's my back pay? What the heck? What? Really? And the reason why Mahdi can't give the citizens what they want, the education from the CBI, the purchasing power, the thing of the 3 zeros, the lower dinars and all that, is because Mahdi can't do that. Mahdi can't do that. Only the CBI can do that. The governor of the Central Bank of Iraq can announce it. It's nobody else's responsibility or job. Two separate entities. What does the Federal Reserve have to do with what happens at the White House? Oh yeah, tangible, but completely autonomous of their own thinking and their own opinions and decisions. So in my opinion, a decision was made. We got him. Okay, 14. Yeah, okay. Receipt. Okay. We'll get a schedule too with that, by the way. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold up. The Americans are coming in. Sauter's trying to win their favor. It's going to be a really big one. Big one. You can't do anything about ants. You can kill 1,000 of them, but there'll be about 10,000 more. This is going to be a big one. So, in my opinion, the CBI looks at this and they say, no, don't stop, don't stop. Keep going with the caravan. But let's pay attention to this. Just select certain banks. This is all in my opinion. What if this happened? Just select certain banks. Give it to the, you know which ones we want. Cover them first. Let's watch this. So if what they watch is peaceful, if they watch what is violent, wait. Did we get hit? Are there any problems? Did they cut our electricity? Is our internet still working? Can we still wire? Is everybody still okay? Are we ready to go? All right, keep going. Or, oh my God, they blew the damn place up. Ain't nothing left. Everybody's fried. Time out. Hell, we don't even have a government to give them the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar. You with me? Do you understand, Kona? What are the odds of that happening? In my opinion, very low. Very low. You think that the Iranians are going to shoot the Iraqis this time? What would I tell you? Well, if you don't remember, then you don't remember. T-Walls. Yeah, makes sense. And then after the 25th, if everything's cool, we'll take them down? Yeah. Because that's where the Central Bank of Iraq is at, right? Where you put the T-Walls back up? Yeah. So if we see the T-Walls come down like on Saturday or Sunday, then I'd be happy, wouldn't I? Yes, you would. Okay. I told you I would find that ship. Here it is. Al-Hadad. Al-Hadba. International Maritime Sea Line. We got pictures if you want to see them. That's all right. Nice. Yeah, that's a big sign. Another big sign is the T-walls come down. Yeah, that's a big sign. Another big sign is if the T-walls come down. In my opinion, right? Nine o'clock. Okay, Tink, go get Charlie real quick. Oh, I got to make a hello to a guru. This is a rare moment, but yes, sir. We all send our respects and our prayers for a guru on the internet by the name of Mark Z. Mark Z. I've never heard him, and but my teams are telling me that he's complimentary towards KTFA. And my teams are also telling me that apparently he's handicapped. I didn't know that. Anyone that is in a wheelchair, which I think this gentleman is, suffers, the body degenerates when it goes into atrophic, if you can't move. And so, to the gentleman known as Mark Z on the internet, I bow to you, sir, and I wish you good health. I wish you happiness in your life. God bless you. Continuing. So, a body comes out and he says, quote, a body demands, really? You demand, man, don't push it. What you demanding, a body? A body demands that the government, the GOI, to resign and to apologize to the people of Iraq. Too late. Too late. They're still going to march on the 25th. And they got a message for you. In fact, you know what? You guys, may I suggest GOI? Run! Run. It's a holy day. You don't have to go to work. Did you notice that they did that on purpose, GOI? They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to kill you like you killed them. Well, they may want to, but they won't. This was well planned and organized. You're not going to be around. But they will storm the government. They will raise the flag of victory and claim that, look, it's ours. They will have a feeling of satisfaction. So, Abadi, you demand that the government resign? Okay. Bye, Abadi. You're the government. And you demand that you guys apologize to the people, the citizens. Please do. Post number 104. Post number 104. Quote, the government report did not disclose the real actors that ordered the killing of the demonstrators, unquote. They don't need to. They know who killed them. I mean, they were snipers. They know they're Iranians. But this time around, oh, man. Do you know the term? Do you know, the eye in the sky? Do you know, what is it when they say our government is watching us?
Big Brother. Big
Brothers. You know what it means when Big Brother, the only place that Big Brother is not allowed is in the bathroom stalls. Yeah. But other than that, dude, Iranians, the Americans are there. Good luck. So it's a little too late to apologize to the people, but it's not too late to resign and get the hell out of town. And I'm telling you, they don't want to hurt anybody. That's why they picked a Friday. The President of the United States of America. Let me see. What did we say? Well, on the 14th, we told you the Lord. Okay, now everyone's talking about it. Okay. What did we say? We started this campaign about 5 days ago. No, 6 days ago now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about the Fab Four. About one of the Fab Four, the President of the United States of America. So today, the President of the United States of America goes on television and he does a speech. And that's number 4 of the Fab Four, right? Yeah. And what did I say to you? I said that from that point onward, when I introduced it to you 6 days ago, from this point onward, I said, watch. President Trump will talk about Iraq. And today, when he did his speech, boy, did he talk about Iraq. Can I just say it one time, Tink?
Mm-hmm.
I told you so. Alrighty. Oh dear. Okay. All that I've given you is pretty much a lot of internationalism, don't you think? it's all under Article 8, don't you think? While the monetary reform, the CBI, in my opinion, what if certain banks were selected to receive lower denums? And the other ones, what if, well, they all got the written receipt that you're going to get them with the schedule of when to release them. And while that's going on, you got the GOI that that ran out of town. I don't think that we're going to have the violence as much as we did last time, because the instigators really won't be there. Well, no one told you this, did they? It's all good. Those two scenarios are really good. I'll tell you what. Here's some good things. Here's some more good stuff. The EITI, that's with the imports and exports, but it is the Extractive Industrial Transparency Initiative. And this is a board that only deals with international Article 8 countries. Mahdi today received an audience, a meeting with the United States Secretary of Defense. This is very good. Sauder today, he says we are waiting for instructions during the coming hour. What'd you say? As far as what we're doing Friday, the protesting, we quote, we are waiting for instructions during the coming hours. Dude, you're the head guy. You're the big enchilada. They follow you. Who are you waiting instructions from? Oh, I loved it when you said that, man. Family, in my opinion, a schedule is given for action now. A schedule is not necessarily for next year or next month. That schedule contains information about the lower denums, in my opinion. Family, all these things are fantastic. All these things are absolutely priceless as far as I'm concerned in our study. I want to tell you something else. It's 9 something here. Hold on, I got it down here. It's 9:10. How about we finish by 9:20? Another 10 minutes? Okay, 9:25, 15 minutes. Because I want to leave you with these last thoughts. I want to leave you with these last thoughts. Hey, babe.
Yes.
I need a pen. I better draw this out.
Oh.
Please. Blue is fine. Thanks. You know what? Give me green. Might as well open them all up. Let's have it we can color coordinate. Okay, here we go. It's only logical, so I'm gonna put that down. Alrighty. This is the green zone. And this gold border is the country of Iraq's borders. Maybe we should stand it like that on the night. And this is that one Monday, I think it was, when Allah came out and he said, look, I think that's a truck, I'm not sure. Armored truck. And Allah says, look, these armored trucks, the 12 of them, they're leaving the green zone to an unknown destination. In my opinion, based on logic, I'd say that this truck left some lower dinams here. Why would there be government banks in the green zone? Because the CBI is there. And a lot of their government people work there in the military with... This is a good bank for them. Hey, you guys, leave some here. Okay. Where are they going?
You froze.
We froze? Wow.
Yeah, the whole picture, the chat's still going, but you froze.
Holy cow. If we froze, we got to start all over again. Family, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you if you can hear me. Man, we break everything.
Over 2,000. We can hear, not see.
But, oh, for crying out loud. I tell you what. Well, I'm sorry. We're going to have to end the conference call. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. And I had more, doggone it. So I asked for 5 more minutes. But here's what we're going to do. First of all you other gurus, stop breaking my Yubi-Tubi. Get your own Yubi-Tubi. And second of all, okay, picture, you got that picture in front of you. In fact, you can still see it. You see my right hand, You see my right hand? Okay, let's stop. Okay, I want you to pay attention now. If you look at my right hand, that was a line I was drawing out. And what it was going to do, it was going to spoke that line. You see where the armored truck, the 12 armored trucks, that line was coming out of where? Where? Where's that line coming out of? Come on, let me see. Come on, let me answer my question. Very good, very good. The line is coming out of the green zone because that's where the 12 trucks came from. Now, where's that line going? What is the gold? What is the gold around this board? What did I say the gold was? What is the gold? What is the gold on that easel board? That's interesting. They missed that completely. Isn't that amazing, Chan?
CBI.
Nobody is saying it. Not one person has said it. There. From New England. I say jolly good. Borders. That's right. Now, that line, ladies and gentlemen, is going to go out. It's going to go all over the top borders, down to the bottom border, to the left border, to the right border. That truck, those 12 trucks, in my opinion, may I suggest that the 12 trucks, as Allah told us, left the green zone to a safer area until the protestings were done. Then, in my opinion, based on logic, these 12 trucks went in every direction all around Iraq, to the perimeters, to the walls, to the borders, everywhere that you can find them. Find what? Find what? Banks. Banks. Yeah, that's right. Repeat it. Banks. It is my desire to tell you that, in my opinion, all the banks in Iraq received a schedule, but not all, in my opinion, received the lower denounced, because the protesting on the 25th will determine if the rest are delivered or not. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention to these words. The 25th, in my opinion, can cancel the schedule. The 25th, in my opinion, can cancel the schedule. But I don't think so, in my opinion. Let me give you an example. What did I tell you 6 days ago? Who will get involved with Iraq? Who will get involved with Iraq? Tell me, show me. Who will get involved with Iraq? I told you 6 days ago. And the gurus will start also following and telling you the same thing. Who? Yeah. That's right, Bloodhound. That's right, Heidi. Donald Trump. Today you saw his speech, didn't you? Talking about Iraq, huh? I'm still telling you, he's going to the Middle East. Iran wanted to send police, their military police, into Iraq to protect from the demonstrations this coming Friday. How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is that? That's like giving a murderer more weapons to kill with. Iran wanted to send their military police into the Iraq for the 25th, and guess what? Oh, hell no. No. No, we're coming in. This is our country. We own the government. We own these people. Yeah, we got them by the yang yangs. No. Who's saying no to us? Who do you think? Who's your daddy? Oh, man. It's you guys again? Do you want to talk? No. Let me know when. Until then, get the hell out of town. If you even get close to those borders. Our president said that the attack would be so severe. It would be so instant. It would be so, make my day. I haven't fired anything in a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last thing I share with you. Listen carefully. I will repeat it once. I will repeat it twice. And then I will repeat it thrice, but no more. This whole call has been in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, from the green zone where these 12 trucks left, the farther out the private banks are, the closer the date is to the receipt. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say it a second time that in my opinion, when the 12 trucks left the green zone, leaving maybe lower denoms at that one bank, from the green zone when they left, the farther out the private banks are, the closer the date is to the receipt. And right about now, you're either understanding or I'm losing you. So I'll leave you by telling you that in my opinion, when those 12 trucks left the green zone, the farther out that the private banks are in the country of Iraq from the green zone, the closer the date is to the receipt on the schedule. In my opinion, based on logic and nothing more. Judy says, I got it. I got it. What'd you get? I got it. Did you? What did he say? I got it. What'd you get? I don't know, but I got it. Did you get his cookies? No, but I got it. Okay. Hey, this is pretty cool that you can't see me. Can you see what I'm doing? Watch this. Hold on, I always wanted to put my arm underneath my armpit. Hold on, let me see you about it. No, I think I gotta take my coat off. Now, anyways, so, did you enjoy your conference call tonight? Do you understand, family? I love you. I wish you well. I wish you happiness. I wish you joy. And I wish you would stay away from those gurus that drive me crazy. Hey, Tink, what about the guy that said, oh, Frank, isn't that the guy that said that I didn't believe in prophets? That he said, you go to on so many...
Hundreds and hundreds of times to Hawaii.
Hundreds and hundreds of times to Hawaii.
You got all these fancy, shiny suits.
And fancy, shiny suits. And fancy, shiny underwear, too, by the way. Is that TMI, Tink?
Shorts.
Was that TMI? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I meant to say tankinis. Is that worse?
Oh, that's worse.
That's even worse?
Yeah.
Okay. Fruit of the Loomies? Anyways, y'all take care, okay? I love you and thank you for being with us. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm in such a good mood. I got to tell you a joke. You want to hear a joke? You want to hear a joke? Okay. I already told you this joke, but we got so many newbies. Allow me to leave you, what's that say? Frank, what about? Oh, no, we don't talk, what's that, Young? The person whose name was Young? We don't talk about other girls unless we have to. And today I was just simply making sure that this gentleman that either maliciously misunderstood me or purposely just wanted to say something bad about us. I mean, how dare he say that he and this other guy are the only Christian-based studies of the dinar when we were the first to start it? December the 1st, 2008, well documented. Anyways, here we go. So I can say goodbye to you all, okay? Because believe it or not, I got to go do some things. Oh, by the way, please pray for Walking Stick. He's going under the knife tomorrow. They found an abscess about the size of a golf ball next to his pancreas. Because he has trouble with his cardiovascular structure, his blood pressure goes up and down. So to go under the knife is a dangerous thing because he may not come out of it. Please pray for Walking Stick. Please. I prayed with him on the phone. Please pray for Walking Stick. And on a good positive note, because I told him this joke and he said, "Oh, Frank." There was his father and this little boy. And it was time for them to go to sleep. So the boy goes in his room and the father goes in his room. 5 minutes later, the little boy says, "Dad?" "Yes, boy." "I'm thirsty. I like a glass of water." "No, boy, it's late. Go to sleep." "Okay." 5 minutes later, "Dad?" "Yes, boy." "I told you to go to sleep. It's late." "I'm thirsty. I like a glass of water." "Boy, don't make me go in there and give you some lickings. Go to sleep." "Yes, Dad." 5 minutes later, "Dad?" "Boy, what'd I tell you?" "Dad, when you come in here to give me some lickings, can you bring me a glass of water?" "You jerk." No. Anyways, God bless you all. You take care of each other. I don't think I'll be with you with tomorrow night. And on Friday, we have team chat. I think it's best that I go into my team chat, inside my form, and talk to our family privately. Y'all take care of each other, okay? God bless you. It was an honor to be with you, and I hope you understood what I tried to tell you. But most of all, the most important thing, in my opinion, is that you understand the 12 trucks left from the green zone, in my opinion, and the farther out that those trucks traveled to the private banks, and the closer the date is to the receipt. God bless. Aloha. Aloha na ke oi. Oh, yes, thank you.
No YouTube Saturday because we're going to your dad's thing.
Oh, yes, and there will be no YouTube on Saturday because my father is being honored, military honors. He is the guest of honor. How about that? At a gala event in Columbus, Ohio. My family, my sister, my wife, and I, my dad, my aunt, and a caregiver, a taker. It was a proper word. Caregiver, isn't it?
She's his caregiver, yes.
Yeah, caregiver. She'll be coming along with us, and we will all be taking a trip down in the van, and it starts at 6 in the evening and it ends at night, and I just hope that it's not too taxing on my father because it's difficult for him to move around. But hoorah, Dad! I'm so proud of you. Thank you for the 22 years of serving our country. And this Saturday, our country will honor you. Take care, family. Aloha. Aloha ni ke oi. Bye-bye.